We bring in Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey to break this one down now. And, Coach, 6 scoring runs of 9-0 or greater. As a team, you shoot the ball at a 54% clip. But in my eyes, perhaps the most impressive thing, defense. They shoot 30% in the game. And after the opening quarter where they shot 50, they shoot under 25%. What keyed your defensive effort tonight?
Effort, intensity is about the best way to describe it. You know, we walked out with a loss last night, and the better team won last night, but we didn't feel like we put our best foot forward on either ends of the floor. And so after a meeting this morning, we decided, not that we didn't play hard last night, but that we just wanted to be much more intense about how we wanted to guard and make things tough. And we were even doing some things. We were getting fix-it situations defensively there because they were running a lot of off-the-ball screens and things like that because of the quick turnaround, we couldn't practice it or cover it. And I thought especially our first group did a really good job of making those fix-it situations work in the first quarter.
This is a game, in my eyes, that feels like everybody that was on the floor contributed in some way, shape, or form, and the stats bear that out as well. As everybody but one player scores. Rebounding, you had 5 different players with 6 or 7 rebounds, and after you were out-rebounded by 16 last night, you out-rebound Aiken by 22 tonight. What's it say about your group that you guys were able to respond like that today?
Well, one is, last night when we were playing Lander, they shot really well. They didn't miss very many shots, so it was on the defensive end that we got really hammered in terms of that differential. But tonight, obviously, we're shooting very well. They don't have as many chances to get defensive rebounds because of how well we're shooting. And then on the other end, they're not having a good shooting night. And instead of giving them offensive rebounds, obviously, we had a lot of one and done. So it was good to get a lot of things corrected tonight. Rebounding was one, and certainly our free throw percentage was much better tonight than it was last night.
There you go, 13 of 16 at the free throw line. You make 8 3-pointers as well in this game. Braylon hits 3 of them. Campbell Penland hits 4, and Michaela Alvey gets 1 as well. Alvey with 6 rebounds, Penland with 7 rebounds. This team has to grow up pretty quickly because you have Tusculum on Wednesday. A performance like this, how do you build momentum off of that getting ready for the Pioneers?
Well, you go from 24 hours ago, you're losing a game to the number 3 ranked team in the country, where, again, we didn't feel like, going back and watching the film, we left some points on the board. We didn't play a clean game, especially at the free throw line and shooting stuff around the rim. And today there was just a mindset of like, it's a 3 o'clock game on a neutral floor. We didn't play anybody more than 23 minutes last night. If we play the game the right way, it might be an attrition-type game to where we can use our depth to our advantage to try to wear out our opponent. And, if we'd have come out and just like, it's just that kind of game, whatever. But we're not really wanting to do that. We're wanting to improve as we go through the season. It was great for it to happen in Game 2 that we had the kind of performance we had tonight from so many people, shot the ball well, shared it well, free throws were better. And then late in the game, once you get a lead like that and you're playing with a cushion, it's a little bit easier to play well and shoot it well. But very proud of how they've bought into how it looks like we're going to try to play, which is play a lot of people. And, of course, tonight, you got to play everybody, and I think everybody contributed.
One thing that sticks out to me as well, in the second half, it looked like maybe this is going to be that game that petered maybe around the 10-15 margin. You'd let Aiken hang around. You outscore them 54-17 in the second half. How important is it for your team to have that type of mentality throughout the rest of the year?
Well, it's always important, and we want to be the type of team that can do that because in our scrimmages, we didn't do that. We had big leads in our scrimmages, 18, 25-point leads, and then let the opponent get back within 10 or 11, and we didn't have that killer instinct. We went on droughts. And so tonight when we go into the locker room, even though we've got a sizable lead, we had reminded them that last night they outscored LR 20-11 in the third quarter, and they've got all the capabilities of coming back. So we can't take our foot off the pedal. We got to go out there and try to, try to put the game away in the third quarter because we are playing with that lead. But in girls basketball, that lead can slip away in no time, and it's happened to us on both sides. We've done it to others, and it's happened to us. So just wanted to have a great mindset coming out. Had some good fans here. A lot of parents were here. Appreciate their support, obviously, coming, especially on a neutral site. But just glad that they came out with that kind of effort. And it wasn't just the effort, then they executed what we're trying to do.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, Michael.
It's Carson-Newman coach Mike